Jon is somebody that I've gotten to know over the past couple of months. Jon has a unique market, and he's done a great job listening to his market's dreams, drains, and doubts. Jon, you can see we were just in the middle of talking about all that. Brody, come on
Yes.
up here too. I just want Jon, let me introduce you first. Jon is somebody who works with very high level CEOs of large companies. Jon has built an amazing network, hosted incredible events. Like he just did an event around the Indianapolis 500, like just super cool stuff where he's bringing really high level people together to think because those people have clarity issues as well. They have insecurities as well. They're just people and they need communities just like the rest of us. So, Jon, welcome. Glad you're here, buddy. I want people see a marketing process through a different set of eyes than mine.
Okay. Well, um, I would even say that, I've been doing this for 15 years and we recently in the last year decided to really create a much higher level program. And so I find myself even working through the challenges of getting in front of new people and like the am I good enough, am I whatever, and I've been doing this for a long time with people that are running multi 100 million or multi tens of millions of dollar companies, and I still find myself wondering, am I enough, am I doing what I should to make this happen?
Mm.
So but we're having a lot of fun. We're growing a new organization, and yeah, we're excited to be able to serve our community.
John, that's
Awesome.
so cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that and being so transparent and open. And it's great to see
Mhm.
you. I have a question here because actually, first of all, for everyone listening here, notice what he said. I work with $100 million companies. Well, I work with the big players, and he said that he has the same dreams, drains, and doubts that all of you just highlighted. Am I good enough? Am I going to be able to serve these people? And I can guarantee you, all the millionaires and billionaires that I know and I work with have the exact same fears. There is no difference between us. And so when all of you are marketing to your audiences, and I said this before, it's like you're writing a love letter to yourself. And when you're doing your marketing, you are talking to the people about the same things you experience every single day. And it can be even more powerful when you do what John just did and own it yourself in your marketing as well. Maybe not all the time. And it's not something that you constantly like broadcast all of the things that are happening in your mind at any given moment, but it's a point of relatability, and it humanizes you so much more. So, John, you've launched this new thing this year. Would you be able to talk us a little bit about the process of like what got you to decide to launch the new thing, and like what is it? Like, what's the container that you've been building?
Yeah. So for the last, probably since 2010, I created, I've owned several businesses, but I found a lot of success when I plugged into a high level executive networking organization. It allowed me to build trusted relationships quickly. And then when people got to know me, they wanted to use my products. And I was always going out of state to other places to go connect. And I live in Idaho, so there wasn't, a big fishing pond, not a huge market here. And so I decided to create my own. I wasn't from here. I connected, I plugged in to the community, and we grew and built a company that was based around getting high level executive decision makers to collaborate with one another. I ended up selling that business. And then a couple years later, I was doing some other stuff. And some of my former members reached out to me and asked me to put the group back together because the person I sold it to kind
Amazing.
of ran into the ground. And I was like, I don't want to do it the same. I want to change the model. So we did more of a mastermind style group for local decision makers. And in the process of doing that, I had a dear friend, he's running a $25 million company, approach me and said, Jon, we want you to partner with us to go and build a very high net worth mastermind group. Well, that was 2 years ago. Last year, he finally said, we're not going to be able to really partner with you, but you have done a lot of work. Just go and do it without us because we can't get all of our other partners to sign off. We got too many other projects we got to finish chewing and swallow before. So I just said, I'm going to move on without you. And we started to create that. And then, as I told to Chris, I was dealing with my son's cancer about the same time, and I was ready to just go do this myself. So it's just taken a little bit longer to fully pull this off. But we had a big event. It actually wasn't Indianapolis. It was a Daytona NASCAR race in August, which was
Sorry.
just, no, I don't
Cars.
expect you to know that. We just had another big event over this weekend brought in a really big player that grew a company into the trillions of assets, big financial guy. And it was a giving event, a social impact event that we were able to raise some money for another nonprofit and interact with the right people. And so it's coming. What we do, to answer your question, Brody, we, in a nutshell, we're putting together a very special mastermind group. It's for very highly qualified, value-driven primary decision makers that have a give, serve, abundance mindset. There's a lot in there, but if I were to sum it into just really common language, I'd say we're looking for really good human beings that happen to be running very highly successful companies, over 20 million. And we've found that when we get primary decision makers that are good people collaborating with other really, really good people, there's some magic that happens and doors get open, deals get done, solutions get solved, problems are worked through. It just is a fun place to be when you get the right people in the room. So
I want to, this is so important. And I know that we're just kind of getting to know each other, but the social impact stuff we're doing every single time we type yes into the chat, everyone, we're donating a week of clean drinking water. So you're speaking my language here, but a message for everybody here, just an anecdote from my life. And this is about prices for everyone here. So Jon's talking about people doing $20 million plus in their businesses and everything. Somebody that I'm working on an event with is going to charge $1 million because he's playing in the same field with like people doing like 9 figures plus. He's charging $1 million to spend a day in a group setting to come to this event for these people. So any illusions that you have around whether or not you should raise your prices, I just want everyone here to know that there are people out there that will pay. And to Jon's point, he knows how to target the 20 million plus people really, really well so that he can bring those people into his world and create this incredible mastermind. Jon, we're talking really big numbers now. And for a lot of people here at the moment, they're just getting started in their journey. And you've got a lot of a wealth of business experience over the years. You've been doing it for a long time. So I'd love to kind of find out, like for a lot of people, there's a few people here that are transitioning from one-to-one into group coaching. There's a few people that are just starting out. What's a lesson that you've learned in your time in business that you wish you knew at the start that would have saved you a lot of pain had you known that when you began?
It's okay to be yourself.
Yes, love it.
I remember when I was running my other group, I was always so careful to not rock the boat. It was almost just so vanilla, so just generic, basic, bland, that it lacked some of my own personality and flavor and flair. And so when I started up again and restarted this, I just said, I'm sticking to my guns. I know what I need to do. I know who I want. We know how to do it. And we're going to go be us. And the people that like us, they'll join. And the people that don't, oh, well, I don't care. And that it's taken a second to get to that, but I'm very comfortable there now.
Yeah, beautiful. I love how honest you are through this whole process. It's taken me a second to get to that. And you're talking about working with like 8-figure, 9-figure businesses and everything like that. It's so honest and so real. Every single person here, please take heed of this. The number one marketing asset that you have in order to be able to get clients is yourself and your personality. You are the only person in the world that synthesizes what you have to give to the world in the way that you do. And there are people out there that are just waiting to hear it in the way that you communicate it. And then they are the people that will purchase from you. And you do not need to impress everyone by doing all of these latest TikTok trends and all this crazy stuff and all that sort of stuff that happens online. You just got to show up authentically as yourself. Be you, be loud, be proud about the impact that you want to have on the world, and then it will magnetize people to you. And marketing won't feel like a chore, it'll feel like an extension of your being. Jon, one last question for you. So you're building at this thing, you've got the future kind of lined up, you've got this vision. What are you looking forward to the most? Like what's exciting you the most at the moment?
We have an upcoming kind of our launch event, if you will, in
Nice.
February. And
Beautiful.
I'm excited about that. One of the challenges, and Chris knows this a little bit about me, I've just had a lot of things happen in my past. So my finances aren't awesome at the moment. They're in the bottom of the barrel. And I have made hundreds of thousands of dollars annually in my past, and I am not currently doing that. And so I am so excited as we're now bringing members in and trying to get commitments and having this big event. We're really excited about the fact that we can make an impact. And then on the other side of that is me personally. Yeah, I get to breathe a little bit more in the future.
Yeah.
And I'm really
Yeah.
excited. I'm confident it's going to happen. I know that we're going to get there. There's just
Yeah.
a lot of hard work between now and then, but I'm not
Yeah.
afraid of that. So anyway.
Good. That's really good. I
John,
often talk about the fact that, oh, sorry, Chris, did you want to say
I was going to
something?
say, John, I respect you so much for being you and being authentic in your marketing, in your messaging, and what you're telling us right now. It's just real life, folks. Welcome to being an entrepreneur. Let's go.
I got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. One of the things that I talk about, and you've just gotten onto it, is that you're excited about what this also means for you. And I think sometimes in our industry, where there's a breed of entrepreneur that's like, I'm not in this for the money. I'm just here because I want to help people and all that sort of stuff. And I just want to remind everybody that it's the old oxygen mask thing from the plane, right? You put it on yourself first. When I talk at the beginning of this event about impact, wealth, and contribution, the contribution element, and this is like, so impact, the direct impact you're having with your clients, wealth, the money you're generating, the wealth of relationships, the wealth of spirituality, all that sort of stuff. And then the contribution, what you do with that money and those experiences that counts. The number one person that you have to contribute to first is yourself. And that's like, how am I going to improve my life before I do anything else? Then my immediate family, then my community, and then the world. And Jon, you're a living, breathing example of this. And I just want to thank you so much for your time today. It's been valuable. It's been very insightful. Everyone, please put a yes into the chat so we can donate some water. If you think Jon is an inspiration and he's an incredible human being, so we can give him some incredible feedback. There we go, Jon. Everyone, please give it up for the incredible Jon.